pretty straight on these circles overall. It needs to be a lot more bending on the circles and then a little bit bent on those straightaways, like that. That was enough for the straightaway, but I want more bend than that for the circle, or the curved line even. And if you're just turning, I want more bend also. Shorten the rein. And don't give when he's not giving, don't keep giving. Keep asking more. And then you can give the outside a little bit. If you feel like you need to give him someplace to go, you can give on the outside a little bit. And so he can really turn his neck. You want to make sure he knows he can turn his neck to the inside. And I would generally have the whip on the inside hand too. So you may end up riding with two whips if you're going to be taking the rein a lot, like you do to ride with two whips. So try that again now. Now that you're circling already, he's totally straight right there. So take his head around to the inside. Give a little on the outside rein, but don't keep giving away that inside rein. You keep going tight on it, and that's like rewarding him for bad behavior. So keep the contact until he gives in, and then give. But wait till he gives in. Don't give until he gives in. That's it. And then take it again. Take it. Shorten it up. Better. Good. Keep the contact now. Make him just accept that contact. Use the whip, whip, whip. Up. Be a little quicker with the whip. Make the circle a little bigger so it's a little easier for him. Yep. Change rein or something. Do something different. Yep. And whip. Come, 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 come. Okay, now same thing this direction. That left rein needs to be shorter and you need to keep steadier contact on it. You can give on the outside if you want. If you feel like you need to do something to let him go forward, you can give on the outside. Keep the left. Keep it more and just have a play on it as you keep it. And then be a little tougher with your left leg. Yep, on the left. There you go. That's better. Try to keep that consistent now. Light, steady hold on that left rein. Use the whip if he's not listening to that leg. Whip. I'm perfectly happy to get in the middle with lunge whip if that helps. Yeah, good. Head him. Second he does it right, forward it. There you go. Keep the circle bigger. Make it a little easier for him. Okay, now right, don't give and take. Keep the contact. And give on the outside if you want. Don't give the inside because he's not doing anything great right now. He's just kind of going around a little above the bit and a little against your hand. So use your right rein a little bit. Now be a little tougher with your right rein and leg only, not the outside, just the inside. Light on the outside. There you go. There, that's it. There, pet now. Okay, now ask again right away. Make sure you get a response before you give. Don't just give the rein just for giving's sake. Give it when he gives, you give. Kick. When he does that, you have to kick. So the correction comes from your leg, your rein just holds lightly, and the correction comes from your leg. That's it. Good. And ask again. Bend more. Don't give. Don't give that right rein. Don't give it. Don't. Keep it and kick, 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 kick until he comes through. There. Now pet him. Good boy. And put your whip in your right hand again. Yeah. So really try to keep the whip on the inside because you really need it to back up that leg. Good and lock. Good. Okay, so does that make sense? Because what's happening is you're giving the rein all the time for no particular reason. And so what's happening is he's just going, oh, isn't life great? I can do whatever I want. I don't have to do anything. And she's going to give the rein. See what I mean? He doesn't have any incentive to be good and to soften and bend because you're rewarding him for doing nothing.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for him to work a little harder and listen to you.
Yeah.
So think about, for now, being a lot stronger on everything on the inside. Your inside rein and leg, really assertive, super assertive. And then really lighten up on that outside rein for now. Just until we get him and you really thinking about that bend and being assertive on the inside. And then you're going to go back to taking the outside rein to get him to go into the outside rein. But for now, while you're not asking enough on the inside and he's ignoring it, this is really good here. You want to just be much more on that inside rein until you get the response, and then you start picking up the outside rein. You might even do it some days if he's being pretty good about it. Then go ahead and start picking up that outside rein and see if you can get him to connect into it. The exact same thing we're doing on the lunge line. And this is why I'm saying this lunge line stuff should really help you a lot with this. But as you can see, he was 10 times better on the lunge line, right? He's testing you here. So every time he pushes against your hand, he gets a little kick on the inside leg, just the inside leg. Yep, every time. And so he learns those consequences to his actions. That's it. And you'll be surprised if you stay consistent with that, how quickly he'll come around on it. He'll start to go, oh, life isn't so easy if I'm a naughty boy, you know. When you're ready, go back to trot, and I want you to ride like that in the transition to trot. Kick, 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 whip, something. Yep, every time he pushes against your hand, he gets a little something back there. And your hand just stays consistently lightly asking. You don't get strong with your hand. You just stay consistent with it. But you don't give it up. We want you to work a lot harder on holding on with that inside rein in particular, not giving it away so much. Act a little more like a side rein. The only difference is you're going to have a little fiddle with your fingers and wrists to make it a little more elasticy, but you're not going to give it up. You're going to keep it a little more like a side rein on the inside. So he's fighting himself, in other words. And then you give him the kick, 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 or whip. Let him know, not acceptable. Push against your hand like that. And the second he starts being dull to your leg, you've got to tap him with the whip. Try to bring your leg more forward with the girth. Tap. Be ready with the whip if he starts ignoring it. Make sure your weight's on your inside feet. Yep. So I want that inside rein to stay taut, and you're going to be elastic feeling with it because you're going to have a little bit of elasticity in your arm and your wrist and your fingers, but you're not going to let go of it. You're going to keep it like a side rein. Every time he wants to push against it or just not give into it, then you're going to give him that kick or that tap with the whip. That's it. And then you can pet him on the outside. Let's try petting him on the outside a lot for this because that'll help encourage that bend. Yeah. Kick, 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 whip, whip, quick, 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 quick. Smack, 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 smack. Yeah, smack, smack. Turn his head. If he threatens to go up like that, you have to crank his head to the inside right away. Don't let him. That's part of the way they get away with rearing is if they can be straight. That's why you want to get him into this bending routine very quickly here so that you have some tools to use when he starts being that way. That's it. That's it. Lots of really nice rewards when he's good. Inside, outside, everywhere. You just be really nice to him when he's being good. That's it. There. Good.
Wow.
And then go back to the left again. As soon as he's pretty good for a few rounds to the right, then go to the left. Kick, 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 kick. Yep. And then back to the left. Good. That's a good amount of bend along there. As soon as you go into that new direction, like he was pretty straight for your left turn there, try to have a little more bend right away. Okay, now shorten up that left rein so you can keep it a little more taut. And kick him on a little bit. Don't let him get too slow either. Big circle, make it easier for him on the bigger circle. Don't make your circles too small. There you go. That's it. Good. Keep the rein short enough that you can keep a contact on the inside, a little shorter. Try to get him to move off your leg a little more instead of having to pull on the outside rein. That's it. Okay, now push him toward me when you come around here. I want you to really go a big circle and leg yield him out. Try to use your leg more so you don't have to pull him with the outside rein so much. That's it. Pet him. Good boy. That's it. And if he starts getting dull to that inside leg, you've got to use the whip right away. Don't let him make you work so hard. He's the one that should be doing most of the work here. Okay, turn, 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 and kick, kick, kick with the inside leg. Keep his legs moving. You don't want him to be able to stop his feet. So he's got to keep moving forward even if it's at a walk. So turning him and getting him to go on a little circle or sideways or something. So he's not learning he can just stop and refuse to go. That's it. Good. Good. That's it. A little more forward. Wake him up a little bit. And bending. And wake him up. Come, come, come. He's got to go. Go, go, go. Move him on a little bit. There you go. Now change rein again. Do a lot of changes of rein too with this. Good. And then bend right away. Bend and switch the whip right away. Try to switch the whip to your right hand again.